So it's time for the next guide, and this time we're going to look at a step-by-step guide of how to wax your car. The wax we're going to use today is Element Hybrid Wax, made by Duel. This is a combination of two different waxes, a show wax and a durable wax. That's why we call it hybrid. It's a mixture of both. This is going to give you at least 3 to 4 months protection. So let's get to the waxing, but before we get to that part, we need to thoroughly wash and decontaminate the vehicle. So the first step of the waxing process is to use a panel wipe. Now this is panel prep by Duel Autocare. Now what this does is remove any oil or polish residues that might still be on the paint, which will hamper the durability and the performance of the wax. Now it's time to wax. Now to load up our applicator, all we do is put it into the pot and give it a simple quarter turn. That is more than enough to provide a thin, even layer of wax. So when we're applying the wax, there's two different ways we can do that. We can go in small circular motions, or we can do straight up and down motions. The reason we do this is just to ensure that there's a thin, even coverage of the wax. Now it's time to see whether the wax is cured and ready to be buffed off. And we do this via what we call a finger swipe test. If you finger swipe on the paint and it comes back oily, that means it's not quite cured yet. If you finger swipe and it comes back clean, it's time to buff. So the towel of choice when it comes to buffing off the wax is the Duel Buff Coral Fleece Microfiber 500 GSM, available in both yellow and green, super soft and the perfect tool for removing the wax. How many panels should you wax at a time? We recommend 1 panel at a time first until the wax is cured, and then you'll be able to work out the cure time. And judging by the cure time, you can then decide to do 2 panels at a time buff, 3 panels at a time buff, whichever works for you. Once the whole vehicle is complete, now it's time to step back, admire that amazing finish and check out the water behaviour. So if you found this guide helpful, please let us know in the comments below which guide you want to see next, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell for all notifications.